Here we go. First I'm trying out the brand new MAEL, and damn, I'm hoping he does super well. I mean, summons went really good. Very impressed with how they were. Might still go ahead and do a couple more to try and get just maybe one or two more dupes. I feel like it'd be very nice. What do we want to go for? I mean, killing the Fraudulent would be a death sentence. Do we just want to go this? This is the only kind of card we can throw out because everything else on the team is a single target. I'm guessing we're going to be seeing a lot of Fraudulent teams, just considering the kind of whole archetype of the Archangels. Hey, I mean, that is still pretty strong. If we had gotten just a couple more crits really maxed out on those, we definitely could have got rid of the Purgatory Meliodas. And I was really tossing up when building this team and choosing the artifact set, whether or not I should go for a full HP set or whether to go for the Archangel set, giving them an extra 10% attack in PvP. I feel like with that, we may have been able to close out the kill on Meliodas. I still feel like we would have been just a tad bit behind, which is unfortunate. Versing this team as well, we're going to need to kind of have some form of ult control on the back. Can you see how much damage Sariel's going to do here with the whole buff? We're going to have a lot of damage reduction with this team as well, which is going to be very nice. Pretty much any demon teams we're going to come up against are going to be completely invalidated, which will be perfect. There we have melee, and that's going to end up killing Fraudulent. Here's the turn where we need to kind of go full damage. Can we even kill at this point? Oh, I mean, if he's going to forfeit for us, that is great. And despite what my cosmetics say, yes, I do have the MAEL fully cosmetic, fully leveled up, all that kind of stuff. 15% rolls on all of his pieces. I just think the default costume is really nice looking. Are you going to have Tarmiel Grace? I'm thinking he may put it on the not on Chandler. That is definitely surprising. Who do I want to go for to try and kill? See, here's the thing. I want to have the Margaret buff up, but at the same time, I may just go for the same play I went for last time. I mean, if we could potentially one-tap the Meliodas this time around, that could be extra nice. Keen to see what his level 3s look like. I doubt we'll end up getting any of them in this showcase, but maybe we go ahead and try and use him alongside the rank up growth or something like that. He could be looking very good. The fact he can do that turn 1 with the light type is kind of ridiculous. Because at this point, don't get me wrong, Esterosa and Zeldris are strong, especially with Chandler Holy Relic, but they're not getting the stat decrease. There's not much you can do. I feel like at that point, these units may even be able to survive attacks with the Encroach debuff. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see, but I mean, as long as he's still got his counter up, we're going to be cooking with Zariel. I feel like we should still be able to put the stance up as well. Man, Esterosa and that are taking a lot of damage. This will probably even end up going and killing Esterosa. Am I right? No. Okay. Just off. Let's see. I mean, yeah, at this point, Demon Team Demon Team are going to struggle, to say the least. We'll go 1, 2, and 3. Also, MAEL's animations are so goddamn good. The level 3 for this AoE goes way too hard. I'm hoping we don't end up killing the Zod just with the level 2 Sara AoE so we can finish with the windscreen on MAEL. Kind of hoping we'd get to see the ultimate in this one, but we do still have a couple more matches, so we'll hopefully get to see the damage on that one. What is this? 500,000 damage? Crazy. So far looking pretty strong, and our first MAEL coming up against, can we go ahead and kill him turn 1? I mean, the stat decrease from Ludo here is going to mean absolutely nothing to us. I'm thinking the best way to maybe play this is go for the level 2 stance, and then we'll just go for the Sariel card once again. That way we can get as much damage reduction out. We get the 2-turn counter, and then we can kind of build up the MAEL cards as of the coming turns. I have heard as well that if you don't have at least 3 Archangels on the team, you don't get the kind of Lights of Grace, which is why I have the little gold things around my characters, and his don't, which is kind of sad. I wish it was either Archangels or the Light type, because I feel like running a Bloody Ellie, MAEL, and Escanor team, you could probably just go ahead and run a Archangel in the back, if that's definitely how it works, but well, I mean, we're still taking a lot of damage despite him not having the buff from all of the other Archangels here. Sariel's gonna survive this, right? Yeah, we Gucci. Please do a bit of damage. Okay, not bad. I'm wondering, does he have... Oh, I'm so used to going to check for Tarmiel Grace on the kind of carrying units of the team that here I am. No, MAEL definitely has his own Grace. A pretty good one. I would say better than the Red Sariel, especially considering, I mean, character himself doesn't have the greatest crit chance in the world, which I did actually end up putting a couple crit chance rolls on him, which may be a little bit of a surprise. Only 10% crit, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, that was really good. A Escanor King. I mean, as long as we keep going first here, we should be fine. Oh, let's go. We got the level 2 single target as well. If we can maybe get Escanor into his final revive state. Maybe on King? No, at all? Okay. Love to see it. 1, 2, and... I mean, is that even going to be enough to kill you? I definitely want to have the counter up regardless, because the green Sariel does absolute wonders in countering King. I remember when this Sariel actually released, it was definitely one of my favorite units. I absolutely hated counter units all the way up until the blue Chandler released. Here's where things kind of turned around. Having the 2 turns on the level 2 counter is really, really big. Chandler was the first character to do that. And, I mean, that blocker card, the Dragon Claw, Mark II Valenti and Chandler, both being super high tier in my opinion, or even just like enjoyability, just due to that entirely. Is Bro trying to go for a rank up? What's happening here? There's no way. I'm sure he understands how this team works, right? That's fine. That'll do damage to King. That'll put the shield up second. And then we can... Oh, wow, shield can't go on Escanor. I never even knew that. 1, 2, and then 3. At this point as well, if he wants to attack disable me, I mean, Margaret Cleanse is here. That is also going to completely invalidate the Toxic team, which I've been absolutely loving. Kind of unfortunate. Oh my god. What is MAEL? If it's not Archangel teams, he just seems to be stomping everyone. Level 1 cards, 425,000 damage. I mean, we could get him doing even more damage alongside the Docile, but yeah, this is good. I like it that the Ragnarok balance being able to be used as well. That's how much damage we can do with just this last single target. Level 1, level 3 Margaret buff. We've used quite a few of the blue cards as well, so she should be giving quite a few extra stats. This is definitely going to one-tap though. There's no way Vaughn survives this. Here we go. What is it? Extra 20%? 50%? Something like that? He's alright. I'm definitely thinking he's one of the best characters. May even have to go ahead and do a couple more matches, because we have just been absolutely steamrolling every single one of these. I mean, at this point, Ludocile's not doing anything, and neither can Gothis, so... We'll go for this. Actually going for the AoE turn 1. Man, it's crazy how just making the unit completely different pace, this MAEL being so much more offensive compared to the Light Elizabeth, he just seems so much more fun to me. Having to wait the 2 turns, granted you could move around with Green Sariel, once again getting the counters, you could still proc her passive. It just wasn't fun. It was far too slow paced and thus resulting in her not even being in what's probably the best team for MAEL. I don't think he'd be a whole lot better with the red Tarmiel, especially if you're looking to maybe run a different unit that's not Archangel, or a unit that doesn't have a Grace. Slapping Tarmiel on them instantly is just the best thing to do by far. 1, 2. Am I able to maybe actually? 1, 2, and we'll go ahead and get rid of Gotha. Remove the rank ups makes the Escanor just a little bit less scary, because Escanor with the level 3 AoE in his revive state, that can probably still do some damage to us. I'd actually kind of like to see the amount of damage that can do. I'm sure to many of you guys, the blue gemstone means, yeah, the summons were alright, definitely could have been better, but we didn't get completely shafted. See how well Margaret tanks this. Hey, that's definitely pretty good. We'll not complain about that. Glad he didn't throw out another Escanor attack, and hopefully he doesn't forfeit either, that way we can kind of see the damage. Animation on this ultimate as well. Grand Cross has always done pretty good for their ultimate animations ever since the game released, but they still keep stepping it up. I really like it when they do the kind of custom backgrounds. Really good for the thumbnails in my opinion. Of course, everyone has a different style of doing thumbnails, but I just think stuff like this looks so good. What are we looking like? 2 mil. 2 mil at that ult level? I am more than happy. We'll do just one more, just because MAEL's cooking. And someone actually coming up with a full MAEL team, or kind of like a better variant of it. Using him not full Archangels once again, probably not the most optimal thing you can do in the world. I don't know why, I still want to check. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's my one looking like? Okay, so we're both using the attack crit set. Am I able to just completely kill you turn 1? It's probably a bit of an aggressive play. It may end up costing me the match, but I just want to see just how good MAEL is when it comes to the offensive side of things. I mean, that is... Damn, I like that. Going first to this team. I mean, it's always going to be super important to get the insta-fall. Should I do another match? Should I do... I mean, this is the first video, so I'm of course going to go over his kit and stuff like that. So, I mean, we're going to hit the 10-minute mark anyways, which is definitely not what I was going for there. But there we go. Tier up successful. I, once again, been slacking on the geared PvP as of recent, but here he is. Also, this is the team we've been using. Associations for these two don't matter too much, just kind of whoever we can get the most CC out of. Stats for this man are looking very, very good. Going over to his gear real quick. I decided to trade him, of course, had to do it for MAEL, and then it is the 13.5% crit chance, so a little bit extra. I've heard that he does need it a little bit, and I was like, well, try things a little bit different. There are definitely those units where even Trader Melee at this point, I feel like I could use just a tiny bit of crit chance. Maybe if he was to have a Holy Relic release, could be really, really nice. Going over to the cosmetics here, once again, fully maxed out. Only reason I don't have the body piece here is it's from the boss battle event, and then the head piece here is from the lucky cards. You have to get up to stage 7, got up to 3 in the first day, so I was hoping I could really luck out and maybe get this for the first couple showcases, but probably within the next couple, maybe even tomorrow's showcase, we might have that one. Having a look at his cards here, the first card inflicts flare damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. His AoE inflicts spike damage equal to 250% of attack and applies 2 sunspot effects of all enemies for 2 turns. The ultimate removes stances from all enemies, applies 1 sunspot for 2 turns, and inflicts sunspot explosion damage equal to 550%. If you're looking to fully whale out in your MAEL, getting to 5/6 is very important. Just like Berserker Sorcerer gets a huge jump at his 3/6, he gets an extra attack boost. The MAEL's buffs turn into grey, or the debuffs turn into grey debuffs, so at that point they can't be cleansed. Very strong, works in the Danube Demonic Beast battle, which is kind of the main reason you'd be going for dupes in him. Not only that, his grace as well, probably the best grace in the game, just behind the Red Tarmiel. Inflicts heroes, or increases heroes damage dealt by 200%. And last but not least, his passive increases all heroes stats by 7% and damage dealt by 10% for each goddess ally on the battlefield. If all allies on this battlefield are goddess, applies the Brilliance of the Sun on allies at the start of a battle. Brilliance of Sun, damage decrease. Oh, so it's on the... Hold on, let me read that. If all allies on the battlefield are goddesses, apply on the battlefield, yeah. So that means you'd have to have everyone in the front. I just thought it'd be 3 characters. Does that count if I have someone die in the front? Does he still keep that? We might have to do a bit of cheese to kind of try and keep that damage reduction, but there he is. First showcase of the MAEL. Super, super happy with how he went. That just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.